Hello again. My name is Travis. I'm the adult male for the Obscure Gentleman, and normally I eat food, which most of you already know. Today's no different. I got one thing to say to you, which is this: the holidays, they are upon us, which means one great, wonderful rule, which is this: McRib season is upon us as well. That's the most important thing to know about the holidays. Is it usually means it's McRib time. Today is no different, because we all know what a McRib is mostly, and people have tried it. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to celebrate the McRib. I'm going to celebrate it Horde. I'm going to celebrate it so Horde that wonderful time of year in which pigs do things, in which, is the only time pigs are available to McDonald's. I got 3 of them. But what I decided to do was, as we all already know, I have a problem with certain things in my foods, namely pickles. So I've never actually had a McRib as it is meant to be with the onions and pickles. So I got one that is like this, and Jesus, this thing is a mess. This is like full-on David Hasselhoff time here. So I'm gonna eat this one first. I really thought, especially considering the fact that this having as much of the sauce on it as it does, the onions and the pickles wouldn't be as noticeable, but alack and alas, they are. Something I once loved so much is being tarnished so Horde. I'm just trying to power through it, guys. Also, I've never had 3 of these in one sitting, so we'll see how that goes. All right. Well, it still tasted like a McRib, meaning it still tasted of barbecue sauce and pork product. The pickles definitely were noticeable and definitely upset me. But the good news is I have 2 that are just the sauce, the product, and the roll. So definitely gonna go to town. But first, let me wash it down with some good DP. That's Dr. Pepper, you savages. Get your minds out of the gutter. Alrighty. Fuck this. It's time for a threesome. A little double fist action, if you know what I mean, like a little way out. Oh. Now this is a McRib. Makes me want to sing. It's the most wonderful time. Oh. Oh. This is good. Bone. Changes nothing though. With McRibs in my belly, it's not just a pile of being the it's the most wonderful. So for those of you who've never had the glory of a McRib, you're missing out, but you should actually go find one. I have at least, honestly, usually I only have like the 1 or 2 a year, because then I don't end up even going to McDonald's the rest of the year, or the rest of that McRib season. But every time if I go to McDonald's more than once during McRib season, it is a McRib, at least one, that I get. And might I say, for viewing pleasure, because it's the holidays, nothing goes better with a delicious McRib and DP than to eat those said things whilst watching Die Hard, the ultimate Christmas movie. Disclaimer, the beliefs and opinions of the adult male don't necessarily reflect those of the obscure gentleman. I have to say that if I'm going to say that Die Hard's the ultimate Christmas movie, which it is. Oh. This is the first time, though, I've ever had 3. And it's everything I thought it should be. This is probably one of the grossest videos, though, I imagine. I don't know. Oh. Ugh. The barbecue, delicious. Whatever meat this is, delicious. The rolls are good. And if we don't get no rolls, we don't get no... no. If we don't get no tolls, then we ain't eating no rolls. There we go. As you can see, we're already almost done. So, I'm kind of hurting right now, though. Not gonna lie, but it's a good hurt. It's like probably how Halle Berry felt in Monsters Ball when Billy Bob made her feel pretty or beautiful. I've never actually seen it, but I've heard the references. I've seen the important parts. Okay. Well, here we go. And those, my fellow Americans and others, my fellow world livers, those are McRibs. Ugh. They are a treat. But they're probably only around one time a year because people will get tired of them. This keeps the demand high. Also, if you go back far enough on the podcast, the Obscure Gentleman actually did a whole podcast dedicated to this, to the McRib. So if you want more information about the McRib itself and the inception and why it goes away and comes back all the time, definitely seek that episode of the podcast out. You can find that on Facebook. You can find it on Facebook. You can find it on iTunes. You can find it on their website, I'm pretty sure. All those things. Probably Google Play, Google Plus Play, Google, the Google Sound stuff. So look for that. This has been Travis, the Adult Male for the Obscure Gentleman, wishing you, in case I don't see you the rest of the year, so really it just depends on what foods come out, I'm wishing you the happiest of holidays and the tastiest of McRibs. I like